Hello, this is Callum and welcome back to another Helper reaction video. Today we'll be reacting to 3 disturbing true Christmas horror stories by Mr. Nightmare. Yeah, it makes sense to react to some Christmas horror stories around this time of year because it is December and quickly coming up to Christmas. Woohoo! Yeah, so today I'll be joined by 3 people: William, Polly and Fizzy. Say hi, guys. Hello, Callum. Sup, William. Sup, boy? Sup, Fizzy? Hi, Callum. Sup, boy? So, yeah, William and Fizzy, I already know you reacted to Mr. Nightmare before because you joined me in the last video. And, Polly, you have you reacted to Mr. Nightmare before?
No, not really. Well, who is he, anyway?
He's basically a YouTuber, obviously. He's a horror content creator that does, lists of 3 true scary stories that happen to people that send him stories for him to read out on videos, and some videos are just list videos of 5 disturbing paranormal experiences that people have had and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I might know what you mean.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, me and William and Fizzy reacted to a video like Missing Nine in the last video, so now it's time to get to some the true horror stories, because they didn't react to that last time. We reacted to doorbell crypt stories. Well, the disturbing ones anyway. So, since it's coming up to Christmas, we decided to react to some Christmas horror stories.
Yay!
Let's go! Let's go, fam. Right, are you guys ready? Yep, definitely.
Put it on!
Right, let's go! So this was last year's Christmas horror stories, I think it was. It's the most recent one he's done so far, as I'm recording this anyway.
It was a cold December night a week before Christmas. My family always does Christmas in our Hamptons, New York summer house.
I forgot the words.
The Hamptons are always quiet this time of year, as a large chunk of the real estate there is owned by rich people who have 2 or 3 other houses elsewhere in the country. My dad and I were at the house first before the rest of my family, as my mom and sister still had work until the next weekend.
I don't blame them, Callum.
My dad was retired at the time, and school was over for winter break for me, so we wanted to just go to the Hamptons house early. We all have our own bedrooms in this house.
We're all
excited. It sits on a quiet dead-end road. My dad turned on the heat and water and all that stuff that he always has to take care of when we return for the first time in months. I brought my PS3 to play in my room.
Man,
I spent most of the first day there playing video games.
Yeah, but obviously this probably took place before the PS4 came out. I don't know.
Another reason we wanted to come early.
Or he just couldn't afford the
road
PS4.
Conditions that would come for days after the storm.
Probably.
The next morning when I woke up and went out to the kitchen, my dad asked me when I built a snowman. I responded, "What do you mean?" He said a snowman in the backyard. I went to look out the window, and there was at least 2 feet of fresh snow.
Who's built a snowman?
Sitting in our backyard.
Oh!
It had 2 sticks for arms
did you just get scared?
In the air, and it had
just
eyes and a smile carved into the head. The eyes and mouth side was facing the window. I said to my dad, I didn't build that. My dad laughed.
That is weird.
It must be the neighbor kids.
The snowman just looks creepy in general.
Joke, so I did as well.
Yeah, that actually is kind of creepy.
The next night is where things got bad.
Yeah, that's actually scary.
I was in bed asleep, and suddenly
Fizzy has a
woke up to a distinct thump on my window. I was terrified. I pulled the video's gonna be tired. Myself to hide, to not be in view of whoever might be out there.
No, Fizzy's scared of snowmen.
After 5 minutes, I started to wonder, maybe it was snow that fell off the roof and blew into the window. I got up to peek out the window. I screamed, because at first, I thought what I saw was a person, but it was actually another snowman, standing right outside my window. There was an angry frown on this one instead of a smiling face.
Who knew snowman could be the biggest terror of Christmas, fam?
I pointed at the window.
That's actually scary.
He wasn't happy. He said he would go next door in the morning and talk to the kids' parents.
I would say probably it's not real, but it kind of is. Well,
next morning, my dad went next door and rang the bell, but they weren't home. There were no cars in the driveway. That meant they weren't even in town.
I bet some grown-ass man
that
built
was the
all
only nearby house with kids.
Probably William.
So this didn't exactly help explain the situation. For 5 or 6 days straight, nothing else happened until Christmas Eve night. The rest of our immediate family, plus all 4 of our grandparents, were now in the house. We were in the living room. This was before dinner, but it was already dark out. Someone knocked on the front door instead of using the doorbell.
Oh yeah, never mind about doorbells.
Family.
Not because that's the use, just ring them in.
My dad went over and asked, "Who is it?" Someone on the other side of the door started saying, "Please let me in, I need help." The door has no peephole or windows.
No.
Nor are there any windows that would allow us to see who was on the other side
That's
of the door.
what I would have said.
My dad asked what's wrong, and the voice on the other side said, I have no one to spend Christmas with.
Oh
Please
yeah,
help
my
me."
big emergency.
We all
innit?
looked at each other now, and my dad yelled to please leave before we call the police. The person on the other side said, okay, I'll leave. Please don't call the police.
Please don't call the popo.
He never opened
Fizzy,
the door.
do you call them the popo?
We instantly tied this to the creepy snowman.
Yeah? What do you
We
call
knew
them?
It had to be connected.
Feds.
We were right. On Christmas morning, there was a note taped to our front door. It said, to the best of my memory, I just wanted to have a little fun. I built the snowman for the boy in the house. I don't have anyone to spend the holiday with. Hurt. In one way or another,
That's
I
creepy.
think whoever left that note on our door and
Yeah.
both those two snowmen
Definitely.
was mentally ill or unstable.
Oh,
It's very unlikely that it was meant
most
to
of
be a
these
joke.
stories just
considering he
have
came
them
to our front
like
door.
unstable people.
I think he was dangerous, and even if he
Yeah.
wasn't inherently hostile, the fact
Well,
that he did what he did
Yeah,
is
that's
just
pretty much
enough
how
for him to be
every one of
considered somebody
most
none of
stories
us
of this
wanted to
anime
meet.
goes, to be honest. But yeah, I know it's gonna have a dumb reason now. But, oh, why? Why
Ready to
adverts?
follow the maps?
I hate adverts.
Get him off screen.
Alright, I'm trying. There you go.
It was Christmas of 2016. My name is Andre, and at the time
Hi,
I was 21
Andre.
years old.
Hi, Andre.
Our family was all at our
What's
Uncle
up,
Joshua's
Maggie?
place for the holidays.
Hello.
Well, it was Christmas
I
Eve.
don't think he's gonna
My
wait
immediate
back to
family,
us.
plus my cousins and other close family, decided let's go to my uncle and aunt's place in downtown Miami. We come from
Oh, that actually looks
Connecticut, so we're
nice,
not
I
used
got
to
that.
warm weather around the holidays.
Isn't it, Fizzy? He's got like the
It was
big
Friday,
trees.
the day before
That makes the
Christmas
tree I built on Epic Road
Brother
look kind of
Nico and I,
redundant.
being young single males and being in Miami,
Yeah, but
wanted to go
you don't
out.
have much room in your house.
We were hearing about a bunch of Christmas-themed parties going on at clubs and bars.
Isn't it, Fizzy? To be
Nico
fair,
was
yeah.
18 at the time, but
Yeah,
he
do
had
have
a
a
fake
point.
ID, so we figured he'd be all right. We went to this one club on Miami Beach that was having a Christmas-themed event. Mostly everyone online was wearing Santa hats, so it felt festive. But it was all a waste of time because at the front of the line, the bouncer not only told us it would be $100 to get in, he also called
$100?
Nico
Are
out
you
on
mad?
his fake ID. So we tried a
How
bar
much
not
is
too
that in
far
my
away.
British
We got into this
pounds?
one.
I
There were
actually
some
don't know
people
pounds.
wearing Santa hats here too.
I don't know,
guess
I'm
that was
not good at
expected on the
maths
weekend
as
of
well, so
Christmas.
it's a bit annoying.
While we were at the bar, this
To be honest, I
older
actually
woman
don't know
started
either.
talking to Nico.
Innit?
I
We'll have to
overheard
work that
most
out
of their
after the video.
conversation. The woman appeared to be mid-40s, and I heard her keep telling my brother how she has such a thing for younger guys with Hispanic accents.
Ayo, that's a bit
To be
weird.
honest, it sounded kind of
Innit?
creepy and weird.
Mine's a bit,
Nico was probably
maybe swing
blinded by the
back
fact
the other
that
way,
the woman
fam.
was hitting on him. I just let him do his thing. The woman was wearing a blue
Yeah,
Santa
Fizzy,
hat
you
and
definitely
had
hear
on
you
a
just
sexually
say that.
provocative Christmas sweater. The two of them were talking for so long that I ended up making friends with the guy sitting next to me at the bar.
See, he's that
Suddenly,
bored, he has to
Nico
make
patted me
friends
on my
with people at
shoulder
the
and
bar.
said he's going to leave with the woman.
Innit?
I told him all right. I was happy for him, I guess.
He's got about to
stayed
get.
at the bar not
He's
much
got about
longer.
to get a ho ho
I
ho
just
for
called an
Christmas.
Uber back to my uncle,
Fizzy,
assuming
what
Nico
you
would
up
be
to?
spending the night with the woman. I was mid-Uber ride. when my
Bloody hell,
phone rang.
Fizzy.
Nico was
What
calling
weird?
me.
It's
I picked up
makes sense.
static. It sounded as though maybe
Yeah,
he
but
pocket
come on,
dialed
you
me.
have to make it sound
I
like
heard a
that.
male's voice in the background that didn't sound like my brother. And then suddenly another male's voice could be heard yelling. I said Nico's name over and over, trying for acknowledgement, but the call eventually disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, this was a pretty concerning phone call.
Andre.
I was under the
Oh,
impression he was
crap.
alone with a woman.
Balls.
I tried calling him like 10 times, and finally someone picked up. But it wasn't Nico. It was the voice of some older man with an extremely deep voice. When I asked who
Jesus.
this was, he said he found this phone on the sidewalk. I
Stop
asked him if he
talking
could drop the
rats.
phone off at my uncle's place, or
Then
if
you
he could
probably
meet me
found it
somewhere.
after you kicked the
He didn't
living
answer that.
out of
I just
Andre.
heard talking in the background, and then I heard screaming. It was Nico's voice in the background, screaming my name.
Was it Nico or we just made that up?
Then
Oh
I
no, we made.
disconnected. I asked him.
No, we made up. We got the names mixed up.
Wait, what?
The main guy, the guy that's telling the story, his name's Andre, I think, and then the guy that's went off with that woman is freaking Nico.
How do we do that?
Oh my god, we're idiots. How do people do that? I have no idea, William, but hey, don't worry. It's just a mistake, alright? Plus, we can't hear very well for some reason. The way we record these videos, the audio isn't the best. If we have it too loud, then you won't be able to hear us as well. So, there's that. You can shout us in the comments if you want, but we have justification reasons why.
Driver to pull over, as I was
we
freaking
are
out trying
kind
to
of
call
idiots,
anyone in
to
my
be fair.
family.
Yeah,
He was
but
late,
just
no
one
one was
time.
picking up.
Yeah.
I explained the situation to the driver, and he advised I call the police immediately.
Yeah,
That's
call
what
the
I did.
feds.
The police came to my uncle's place, where I woke my family up, informing them that Nico was in trouble.
Imagine waking
I had to
Fizzy up
give
and
my
something
best
like that
description of
happened.
the woman's
He would've
appearance in the
slapped
bar
us.
and what time he left the bar.
He likes his sweep.
Then
You
my
damn
dad and
right.
I, along with the police, went to the bar that we were at, and it was then that I got a phone call from a random number. It was Nico. He was out of breath, gasping into
Can't
the
believe we
phone,
got the
explaining
names
that he was
mixed up.
kidnapped and barely escaped. He was currently
Indeed.
using a stranger's phone. All of us went to Nico's location, which was a sketchy street somewhere in North Miami.
Hey yo,
When
this
we
is
found him, his face
this
was
is
a bloody
dodgy.
mess. He had 2 black eyes.
This is like somewhere
and all
you
of his
find in
possessions
London
that he
or
had on
something,
him
like
were
in
stolen.
London alleyway or something.
He gave his whole story.
Innit?
He left
Yeah,
with
that's
the woman who
creepy.
claimed to have called an Uber or Lyft. When the alleged ride arrived at their pickup point, which was in some quiet back alley area, Nico found out once inside the car that it wasn't in fact an Uber. It was a trap.
Dun dun
There were
dun.
2 men in the car who immediately held him down and threatened to shoot him if he didn't keep quiet.
Shoot him?
He
Let it
started to
go.
drive for a while. And
Damn.
during this time,
Is that
one
the
of
guy
men
in the
called
last
my
video with
number,
the
and they threatened to
AK-47?
harm him if he
Innit?
yelled out anything, which he
Paul, you
did.
won't know if
And
unless
that
you watch
explained
the
the
last
bloody
video.
face and black eyes.
Yeah, I don't want to go
He
through
broke
it
his
right
phone, took his wallet,
Yeah, I
keys,
did
and
watch the
whatever
last
else was
video.
on him. As the car was stopped and he wasn't being held down anymore, he ran for it out of the car. They didn't
Good
chase
job,
him.
mate.
The car just sped off and disappeared. He said
Yeah, he'll
believed they
definitely
were going
hear
to
you
kill
from that
him and
video.
dump his body
Oh, shut
somewhere
up.
if he didn't run. Police apparently were never able to identify the woman who appeared in the
Oh,
video footage
come
from the
on.
bar. Nico said none of the men were wearing masks, more of a reason he thought they'd kill him. This completely ruined the entire holiday weekend, but we were all just happy he was alive.
Yeah, that's
On
something.
Christmas night, we were all awoken to Nico's screams in the middle of the night. He was screaming, "She's in the house." I woke him up from whatever nightmare he was having. I have to say though, him screaming "she's in the house" made me think back to her creepy smile, and made me sleep with one eye open that night.
Damn, that's creepy. Oh,
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah. Poor Nico.
I bought a small house with my brother George a couple years back.
Was his name actually Nico?
We hosted
Yes,
Christmas
we
the
actually
first
got-
year
we
we
actually
lived in the
did get
house,
that
just
right.
as a way of getting the family to see the place and getting everyone together for the first time in forever. We don't
For
have
the
the biggest
first
family in
time.
the world,
Okay, I'll show.
so it was the 2 of us, our parents, our aunt and uncle, cousin, and our sister and 2 nephews.
That's not a
Our sister
big
came with
family,
our
is it?
nephews and her husband first
No,
to
we
help us out
probably
with
would
the cooking
fit
and
more.
preparing. They brought
Yeah,
their dog
innit?
Mika along as well. Since they lived 2 hours away, they were going to be spending the night at our house. The rest of our family lives under an hour away, so they wouldn't be staying. Not that that house would have much more room for additional people staying over anyway.
I know, you'd be living on the roof, fam.
During our
Be
Christmas
sleeping
dinner,
on the roof.
at one point we talked about some of the
you
murders
just
that
put them in
happened in our
backyard.
area recently. Bodies had
Innit?
been found in the woods in our county. It wasn't a topic that
Sorry
we
about the
kept going
background
on,
noise, I
as
don't
our
know what's
mom
going
and
on
my
here.
sister
Yeah.
wanted us to drop it for the sake of the holiday and the kids. After dinner, we all had some wine in the living room with a Christmas movie on in the background as we talked. After a few hours, the family started to slowly leave, until it was just my brother and I, and my sister, her husband, and her kids. The kids went to bed before us. The 4 of
Oh,
us
they're
stayed
kinda
up later
mental,
having
aren't
more
they?
wine.
Yeah.
My girlfriend ended up coming
Yeah.
over past 10 to spend the rest of the night with
Damn
me,
right.
since all of her family had gone home. Eventually, Christmas night was over, and it was time to go to bed.
Christmas time is
I woke
over.
up
That's
to
like
my
the worst
girlfriend
feeling
shaking
ever.
The room was
I
still
hate
dark.
when that happens.
I groggily looked at the clock next to my bed, and it said 2-something a.m. I asked my girlfriend what the issue was, and she whispered, "Listen." I listened, and
What
heard
am I
Mika out in
listening
the
out
hall
to?
growling. I got out of bed and entered the hall to see what was
Oh,
going
the
on.
dog.
Then I saw that the
No, no,
back
you don't
door
want
to
the
our
dogs
house was
involved.
wide
It's
open.
not gonna
and
end
a
well.
breeze of cold air started to
Exactly.
hit me in the face.
Yeah, look at Oreo.
Mika
He's
was
very
looking out the
defensive.
door.
And Malteser as well.
Checked if anyone was out there, and as I was at the back door,
He's all rogue meant to
I
be
heard
your
my
bodyguard.
brother's voice
No, he
call
runs
out
off.
my name from the darkness outside.
He's all.
He
He's
sounded like he
basically
was
all
far
talk.
away in the woods.
He's like you, Fizzy.
I was
Oi.
worried he was in trouble or needed help with something. I went back to my room to tell my girlfriend as I put my shoes and coat on. I stepped outside with a flashlight. There was a light dusting of snow on the ground, enough to see footmarks leading from the back door down to the
I
back
hate going out in
deck towards
snow.
the woods.
Especially if it was like
I yelled
some.
back
If it was for a
George's name
stupid
very
reason
loudly.
as well.
I heard his voice call back my name. It was confirmed he was in the woods now. But oddly, as I entered the woods, his footprints slowly faded and got harder to see until they were just a
Callum, what's that all that background noise?
I have no idea. I don't know why. Let's just play the video.
possible
Let's just play the
until
video.
following entirely.
I have no idea,
I
Polly.
screamed back at the top of my lungs, "Where are you? What's wrong?"
Where are you?
I once again heard George's voice call back
Fizzy,
just
what
my
the
name.
actual hell?
Every time he called me, his voice was the same distance away. I
That-
was uncomfortable getting any
that's not a
further
good
away from my
sign.
house because I didn't want to get
Oh, you
lost in the
think?
woods.
Will you?
I
Yes,
tried finally
I do
calling
tell
George's phone, but he didn't pick up. I continued a little further into the woods, but now George's yelling stopped. As much as I yelled out into the
Okay,
woods,
that's not very
there was
good.
dead silence. Not even the sound of a bug in the freezing cold. Just the sound of the light breeze. And suddenly my phone rang. I was hopeful it was George, but it was my girlfriend. I picked up, and she said, "Chet, George is in his bedroom right now."
Oh!
No way.
I saw that coming. Jesus Christ. In it, Fizzy.
I
Jesus
said.
Christ.
That didn't make any sense. I was hearing his voice
How
this
does that
entire time in
happen?
the woods.
He literally just
I
heard
asked
his
her
voice.
to check if my sister's husband
I
was
know.
also still
How
on
does
one of
that
the
work?
pull-out couches.
I don't know. I don't
30
really want to
seconds
know.
later, she said
Neither do I,
yes.
William.
Suddenly, I
Run,
felt like I
man.
wasn't alone in the woods. Like anyone was about to grab me from any direction.
Just run. Don't be such a
Turned
chicken.
back the way I came and started running
Wait.
as fast as I could. I didn't stop until I
That
saw the
doesn't sound
backyard
right.
light from my house becoming more visible through the trees.
Wait, she
I
can't.
made it back to my house, and
Yeah,
everyone was
Fizzy.
awake now. George and
Excuse me.
everyone else had a look of horror on their faces when I explained. Explained that Mika was growling, looking at the wide open back door, and the fact that there were footprints leading into the woods. But the scariest part was that I thought for sure that the voice I was hearing was that of George. And whoever it was knew
Oh,
my
I actually
name.
want to know now.
We
that
contemplated
was.
calling the police for half an hour and then ended up doing so. A police officer came and just asked us any questions like if anything was stolen, if we know anyone that may mean us harm, etc.
Nah, not
And
really.
within half an hour, and after telling us to call back if anything else happens, he left. I don't know if I think this had anything to do with the murders that were going on at this time in our county, but I did think it was worth mentioning in the story. Nothing else did ever happen after that night, but we can't for the life of us logically explain any of this. I'm still scared to go in or near the woods past dark.
I would just be scared to go near them in general, to be fair. Yeah, me too. Same.
Me too.
But anyway, that was 3 disturbing true Christmas horror stories. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this reaction video here. I want to say thank you to William, Polly, and Fizzy for joining me today.
You welcome, bro.
You're welcome, buddy. Welcome, my G. Did you guys have fun anyway? Damn right. Definitely. That got me in that kind of weird, kind of Christmas mood.
Me too.
That's good. So yeah, I don't know who I'll be joined by next time, but as always, let me know in the comment section down below what videos you want me to react to next, or who do you want me to be joined by? Yeah, I won't be in every video, so yeah, just let me know which helpers you want reacting to something. Just let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video here. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Bye. See you, everyone.
Bye.